my Ghana odi bia me kasa Ghana we ba ko pe yenya ya dwen ko benkom kure nye we fan ha no we fan ha but at the end of the day yenya ya hwe nim se Ghana be fan ntuma pefra say abrabo no yesi enananoma be yibi ko afi na duru mi ne wonso yenso onse enti de ne ye ne de ye bekon na ye enti ho ase wi a se ne nyina no ma no betumi akonkan ne nyema ko ye enti ne nkomo ne ba be di nkomo ne di ne ye pa amenu amete ne nka che obafia Chris Bilami Dugan okasama opposition NDC ono wo fia ha no pay ene so de obantem se ne otabantam anti no me ne be hyase na Kwame Abronye a wo hwese beto ababa ne se regional first vice of the ruling NPP in the Brownf region ono so nyankopon de ba kan nsa na fe nkomo no BBS na ono so de abeto aso nti medical ama Chris Akwaba Chris mo Akwaba
Neje so
boko de
anya boko sa banyami ntinu yetenkwam
ntina anya boko
anya boko because you live in a country want to mean kawadwin you live in a country you are asked to be a citizen not spectator
and obi akwa na dwuma ya che
wo kasa as a citizen ayanchi wana omampanyi bo ofu a na boko ne boko ne sai ntimi nya boko say ya boko say wo ba criticize president na president afano cool wafa no in a humble manner
no matter how that criticism niti bia no
afa sa ti say mere bi ye ne no ye frem mampanyi kurampo wi obaso I was say what do you say a thief
that reminds me abusuafo na no I have to suffer aboa papon ene eji ebefia no Jesu kasa ema the ruling and the opposition NDC and aboa papon so be kasa ema no yetimi kasa MPP ni enkomo bi koso a ye ni anye ho entwaye adwan so de sisi na na ye de adwen ko ho adu bia na bibie na ye nifa so yesre obi bia za nkomo no tia no especially Owura Ibrahim Mahama say nifa so ne aboa papo kan ye bia no na ye ono anadwen ono an ntiase na wo kan UTV eye ho afrim sabi yankofa nipa mesifia so medi nkofo ntem dabi nya ya dwen no ye de eto nsafo bi so mabua na oman nkan kosento ato na no baba ya yedie no bia ntumi ni bi nti no san komo no course ne ntwa ye bia no yesre titu Owura Ibrahim Mahama engineers and planners chief executive officer say Fumbi eba bia onfa enchen na ebi emebia be hwese next time ebi NCBum danti papa ne busuafo a kasa no anko yammo no yesre mo fa enchen nti na nkomo ebidie no unse obotumi aka wasem a abra wo mu bidi ni di na tem
Kwame onim se na ye bi me ka che se sa kasa fini kasa tantan a ehia nkofo obufu no ntitiye ntitiye ina ye ntitiye bi mu yi. And I always say
so umami bufu yi na me
Kwame please ubufu ano wadwin so afu ubufu a wadwin na afu you see that platform we a big platform and yaw kasatan time and fata platform we but enda me kire say ne boko bia ni ha is it the whole thing I am the say wo kran bo aboso say ye fro obi a wo fa nkofo dwuma krom ha ye Owura Ibrahim Ama oninti ebi mu satum ko mo anu mu nne etu o mo school fees sa ni pan your friend say wo ye wi ne bu fu ye
o say ya catch ya
no and what you did what you did now is more professional ye from mampanyi bi say wo ye wi sa ne bu fu ye it is ende obi se me citizen not spectator na me ko kan san krampo keke me criticizing the keke in a responsible manner enye didi atemu na ne buofu a ne boko ne sen ta no pe de enye boko ga na enye boko na nyame na adie enam nyame na hwe so o hwe nkofo anu kasa people being power drunk power intoxicated.
Okay,
maso ebe we bi mu ne kra won ba hu bi no na ye kese bokodi a ne bokodi ha na nyame na ede na asese wo hwe so na editi ho se be ya obehwe su sa kopim 2020.
Okay, Dugan yen hwe nsem wa ye bi di
abaya ne trimu ye din abaya won nwi nipa ho abaya won fere Ghana fo muye na won yi free so
yate ye beba me so ye hwe na atwem so oti news bi aeronautic engineer bi kumi
yeah
a nice young man, very vibrant young man. Na police for ni minka senkita wo center one so because report na ba na say nye nyankofo nhyada ntia particularly ne bush no say east say wo kwakosa na mamu akroso na wo eastern region na police according to police for side of the story na make no police for who say kwan ya so drive on the car no asa so bi a wanom nsa kakra ane wo mo che no I mean, Mr. Police in Rem, police chose a wabru now driver, you seen Chania Jacan, see what you detain can and need your sequa. According to police, for Tomujan, so question on the bush of what is a branch and Ida, or Castle or Sana, Mamma Dufi, and see, or me, some of a change, saying, you won't move your baby, your corner, I don't know. A bonnet 2 minutes, back on a body set, back on Sonacoma. And I say, make us say, at the body number, police hospital, Mugusu Amoye autopsy near the description, say. Mucha kepalet no se tu no fit tu be ne de bo no ne ade ne sanye ma yina egusu a ba gusafo no se nipa ne okọ but omo hu se nyema bi antimi antwa yi
Kwame, this particular story no a family so we somewhere
wasum na befa woni so de ntimi mfa
good one day but me share any details based on what we just said sana police for Kadia I think say a police for now omo hu say bi e bia na wanu mun say our driver no ye car no jali no say police for no omo nyo dwuma yi because na minimum say hu say obi anu mun say na wo ka shan at the same time na ye ni say e wo say e bo no ho ban say na e bo no ho ban e wo say ye mani ka ho ye detain no
Only car nyina
we detained the driver and the car because we jai car no na woman kwa sabio enyes obi bro nsa awonum no alcohol no grant me influence no ama na akwagina kwanfifin ama car akwakobo no the same alcohol no timi ma na akoye never be a won hwa e de you know enema emfata oyeni baba and you preventing say ma move no ya ma won kaka no ne nkwa na obo ho ban me da bia me kaka say na police ni jam say o seat belt aya me bumfu
no seat belt crowd
no no awagina
na obo bo ho ban
wo bo ho ban nkwa ho ban na obo enti wo bufu ne sisan ana police ni hu say wanu me say na o say masa park ya ma won kọ wanu me sa na wa hu ni say wadu wanu me sa it was a police ni krambu salutu no
because why they won't me hu gonsa the most times no ma
example na me ma wo bo nkwa ho ban na sha wo so obi anu me say na o say okay masa she ba ya unhiri nkwa ya ma nkwa na mu ye jika na ma okwa dia I think that one was being unprofessional is on policing sa na etiem pa dia na echire ye sa akon hu say mu bi da ba bi na ye hu say ye ne mu ya born to na afi na be in fact up to sin na be but me ya a young man with such a promising profession na at that tender age na owudia or that pa equal but it painful. I would like to appeal say yen hwehwemu yi na se ne pabon for bi so na edim rasha ne sam ena opese wo yesa na edikasi na nipa na anu menza na ade dia o say yen hwehwemu yi na yen expose san pabon no. And you know it's a very painful event and I don't pray that this should be happening to any other individual in our great nation. And yeah, there was a so sukra pa
aeronautic engineering program
that is what I'm saying. It's a promising profession, you know.
Just be fit any so them general fit any say maybe maybe a for 20
it's a promising
wa graduate to China or graduate to so be we say officer
now all of it
maybe I would do and can salary already £4,000
most of the times na me hwe you know sika profession the money to no bottom
and it's your motivation.
I know I agreed but in Faswa as you o man ya banya free
say obi say
sa nipa no ho na ade ade no
ukosua bibia na ne obetumi ya society akonkan no
yeah
who contribute to the society will find a way of rewarding
exactly that the shortcut of that contribution is my problem what he has here
so say whoever is in charge of this case no so investigate
must take it serious
because everyone say assuming without admitting everyone say from so no be here the essence of investigation is say you be say be aside in be correcting be NCB
exactly and they should be on their feet without any interference without any interference.
The police are on it.
Sure.
Or say GJA calls for investigations into the events surrounding the deportation of 40 journalists from Australia.
Kwame, you see, we are so say what now we say why do you say what do you say will be our we are say akola kiti bet maguni mase ya kan say aban we no e ngwase aban
oh
yes never prove actually this is a very big international disgrace say aban edi nkofo eko for such an international event Commonwealth Games na yetimi mankofo impersonate. I'm even told some cannot even read and write.
Oh, so me a journalist.
But details idea money omu kuta passport visa I base idea omu visa no. Yeah, mamu as journalist. Nini na na free aben kasimu, aben nimu. Because those people, look, I can tell you. Yes, penny kase cramp bi wa abemo a onu na facilitate the visas of these impersonators. And if this is not corruption, what is it? It is a big disgrace to Ghana. But yet, you have people, communicators, I freeze have been more about defend this kind of disgrace. I mean, why must we do this? I mean, we are professional journalists. It indicts even you.
But don't say we should start from officials, no, the organizers of the event. I mean, Ghana's team representatives, no, Ghana Olympic Committee, Ministry of Youth and Sports. So as we speak now, UTV, Obian who call Australia Commonwealth Games, so president UTV, but there's this evidence that UTV need representation.
That is why I'm saying that.
Okay, FM, Obi Peace FM, Obi Neat FM, Obi Hello FM, Obi other radio stations, and
that is the rot in Akufo-Addo government.
Oh no.
Oh please. You can't do away with government. Investigation. But I'm telling you, at the end of the day, look, these are some of the Syria callers and MPP cronies, sympathizers in various polling stations at ABC, and they are impersonate more. And I'm saying that it indicts even you as a professional journalist. And then we be too quiet as a journalist. You see how they scrutinize you. At the normal circumstances, can you say here because the chief administrator of Ministry of Sports is the sector minister appointed by His Excellency the President of the Republic, Nana Akufo-Addo. So when chief administrator of the ministry committee na from the chair of that committee is from the side of MPP appointed by government. That is a fact, in plain language.
I know what you
master. That is a fact. You can go through, investigate it, and you come out with the same thing, the same fact. Next year, to me, she say your cronies. Kwame Abronya mu sympathize Syria MPP Syria college. Now you impersonate at the I say we had more OKFM ni UTV at the numu koho akwa this international disgrace to Ghana as a nation. fair.
Both political parties and Amoye.
No,
Brazil said party.
Lucas said that is not true.
Well, sure.
We the chairman says NDC was no. Say deported this number of people. Say yeah, person we a journalist. Who is obviously no a journalist.
No,
I'm not a journalist.
We kind of act of say.
It's not about the act. You see, Kwame, look, please. This is an hypothetical argument. I'll say yeah.
No, we are not arguing. You didn't come.
And I'm sure no. Who can? Who decide? It's just something that has not happened. I didn't see it. It's hypothetical. I didn't see. We see yanka wasam. Say na yanka wasam. NDC time and the NDC government. When they say Yako games be an event be international event be so or be ko gina ho e ba say we journalist I want journalist ABC here. So when you want to assume it for us, it is hypothetical, and I think that cannot be debated here. The issue at stake is and the MPP government led by Nana Akufo-Addo, a sector minister Isaac Esiama, Abronya GC and Co as government communicators, you know. Over 40 people has been sent to Commonwealth Games as journalists or Amunia journalists. I can knock my chest and tell you that they are MPP Sierra callers. Our impersonator are bothered to, criminalism. I didn't want to say about my indictable profession. This is what we should be condemning. You cannot corrupt yourself internally and external. Is it not ironic to see somebody who shout on rooftop? Krom has said, in the corruption, everything will be clean. We are penisa over 40 people at the Aquajina. Amanonisa or Muya and Sanka for Abraham Munya and Sanka. It's a disgrace. Yes, how the how I bring a journalist, I will Krumha. Kwame, yeah, Bimunim said, look, you are a professional journalist. Make Chris no Babina Mitisa Kwame, call US. Echo picket events via Echo, so I reported to UTV. Look. I have no doubt, say you are going to do the right job, a professional job. But I tell you today, so who call Germany, I events be to pick it in a professional manner to report to this station. Amani huna ube come check because of this kind of criminal, aspect. MPP government, you will see the consequence in it. You will see that, and yes, kasa keke. Omu say many did they have setting the country back. Omu good or many numwase. They are making the country to retrogress over retrogression. Ada mama munimana. You don't know good governance. Munima mumem mwase na yenchemu.
Okay, Chris.
Why must you do this?
Chris, me that say.
Packing your serial callers.
Finally,
outside that they are journalists. When they are not journalists.
But currently he is the
organizer. MPP forum. You find it difficult when you become critical. They can't prove
respect my
their law background.
Kwame Mwakwaba.
Mejoso.
Boko there.
Nyanko Ponde ache.
Kwame Abronya so Jinanya Tono Swaba say regional vice chairman of the ruling NPP. Ewo Brown for region. Kwame Gusu Bonto Ameboa. That is saying.
Nyanko Pon Adaroma ye Gusu nkakra. Mo gidi se nyame ya doma 24th of this month na bato na beba so. Na nkunimdie beba. Oh yeah, na de. Medin kunim.
Because delegates, they can't show any different from the other two.
But send you pana or Moka Kotwaba, Manomu, Gidio Memo. Send me to my head, Mano. And me, yes, a damn mess and a bahabi, no Bakazam Kai.
What shall I say? Maybe I shall say, I may enter with you. Crazy Casa, no Casa, a broad yanny and call for Bimuna Mushanko Fokutupa. My 40 fake journalists, they are fake because they were deported. Say, I want to me and Australian authorities and say, indeed, I'm a journalist for. Now, how do you react to that?
Madasi. Answer na meba no o kan sem bi mpese o ma atifu o se yete hanom no yete hanom lisisi ye ebinum so o mo ye lawyers but o ye me ansa
Kwame I've
said mensa oh can you see and the last one
say MPP for please please me say MPP for Suban omududu okura apu gina be na me lawyer no lawyer so bokom obokom
say
e be kwa kwayasam I've never said the truth of
it culture say o kasa na do tintin unsa
and me try nti person wo hu say look me ntisa sa kind of kasa tie na
it one kasa
yes I'm saying but I'm saying on authority say e yo musuban omududu e wo MPP mo I say na me lawyer na me so bokom anase paper no krampo ni why back say we lawyer I've said that and I continue to say that but me can't say yet hano
my case my case in point here we can say we lawyer or MPP ni ekwe no onye lawyer hwan
me say e yo musuban
da bi hwan
ya wo mu bebre
da we want ma mu di atwa
oh please me say me twin say
kwame mpacho ye nkoya no
me twin say I say e ya wo mu bebre please
answer na meba wasema ode to honum no Otia no kase.
Nti mane hu say I've not said that.
Kwame Twaso.
No, Kwame mane hu say I've not said that before you continue.
Listen to me. He's here. He said whatever you said.
Okay.
Me answer na meba asem na de to dwa no. Otia no kase na nado danko akofo ado aban ya aban omutim odene omunwenga na fo ho. Andisi amodwene Ghana fo ho no. Nano electricity reduction by yenya former president almost believe in social democrat aba bonten say electricity reduction na aba na nye yenya omumra se bedwani Tamale North AB Fuseni ese adenti na aban eti electricity so dema Ghana for AB Fuseni
ABA Fuseni
waka ugwogwo obenya
okane he
o menya me the story ne be ma wo sande no to a AB Fuseni kura na say policy ba ko a o say we reverse free education AB Fuseni okano about ugwogwo sisi
ABA Fuseni
sanete
just go
what you say free education no NDC ba ban mo on be reverse eno ya de wo ho ma mobro wani odwene nipa ho a on kasa that from the social democrat na nado timodene ebra Ghana for case electricity board no do mama ni timnya den ne ba bonten be case yenye ready say betua mo en ye tua mo a yenya nkania annam na nado bae e ka mu ja no Nigerian gas wakwa kotua ma ne Nigerian gas for my gas ama ne dumso na mfie nan no mantima yetua sa aka no ene dumso agina ho nkania boasa na yeden abafam na nado timodene the 27,000 nurses mu ye demonstration ma health minister alesebe we have case ye mo maduma ne e mo maduma tena no emu 17,000 omanya aduma ye
Alex Segbefia omanya aduma ye na nado timodene otikuroma na nadmo workers 3,000 ekotwa president hu hia ye se dwama amantu omoka former president emfie miensa ene hwese na nado na ni timodene no ba watu omoka na ontua ye na nado timodene wo ye nagrat ni meboa wotina kuroma our teacher for under John Dramani Mahama ebra na ndisi wo se na de wonye nagrat no mo demonstration no mo strike free ha no ka say useless hu hia omo tan aban no na MPP for na chase emfie nan wo makatua ene akatua nkamu ya mfa ma omo na anu abane ba ya yeguso a ye boaboa ya ho e kada ya nimu no 40 million Ghana cedis ya release the amount enti fatoto ho nagrat na anu o kasati o ma na o ye member yensa no fa nkwa na o ba ko biem ya tu amoka enti na atimode na o ka ho asem ene mane na nadu ni timodene kwa me ka tro na se kire ne se na nadu aye ready say NDC moa mon krofo ba abonten be kasa ebinuma wisika pa ebina ntonani penu na san krofo na o ma wisika no
na mo ti kuro ma mo de mo communication amo ye ne say obi afọ oman ni sika no na mo aye mo communicators na mo fight for suspected criminals no nena na do abase sa suspected criminals no ye be ye nhwehwemu adi o masem no na do atimode na se kire no na do atimode na say ye baaye ye beto 14,000 staff under the youth employment na omunkwa adwuma wo no na omumpam na bosome omatu omuka 700 800 under youth employment sa nipa 14,000 na wo munkwa adwuma na bosome omugi pay no ebesi nese okọ ADB the first 3 months ya MPP ba mu January to March 2017 na nipa 14,000 no e national youth employment na omunkọ bie because na omusuro sa 14,000 no ma clear omu. Enti every month bia no ye save 28 million Ghana cedis for the state. First na come no mpam
na mabunu sa 14,000,7 no mu nya adwuma.
Enso no mu din e national youth employment mu as a staff no bosumi bia. Aya clear o mu nyina firim you can find out from the chief executive wa onua kodua. ADB na bosumi bia no makwa akoyie ho no mu sika fa. Akele omu nyina ntina timode na se kire no mina kwame o de no to ho on the issue about the Centrofwa omako Australia say under the laws Nigeria yes a national sports authority and a yes arrangement meboa correct nanu bi
with the knowledge of the sector minister.
Please, no one about them near Menka.
Manu sir.
Please,
what's the national sports authority?
The one about them near Menka. And just in the all kinds of person. The all kinds is your
paper and pen. We can be now, but somewhere.
And the assembly all chipping in of person.
Trust.
And the all kinds is your no person.
Trust.
National Sports Authority
Ghana Olympic Committee
sa na tie ni nyina so mo na ya arrangement bibia no mo de koy sa na tie nanu bi me betena ha so be kaya the 20 million fund that you set up for Ghana media for no Ghana journalists as one say no more 20 million Ghana fund bi wo Centrofo yemfa bi ntire ni omo yemfa bi mwo omo na omunim de enko sa 20 million fund no ekokọ wi akire a okujeto abrakwa eko mrahye bedwam ekobu akonta no obate OKFM we age laptop
that's a deputy minister for
information correct okoye obate UTV ye ma omu sei okay ye ma omu sei no wabobo stations ni nyina afede ade akyeye no na Centrofo na friase e ba we a Centrani we ne ebebo ne dina o se mensanka laptop mensanka sika bia sa 20 million no Ghana series na o me de to foto no mu asa ekọ Centrofo no nsanka me ba ha be ka se ne edikan under the criminal code 1960 at 29 no impersonation no a criminal offense so bakasa kwame ye de kwame dini ayade na mo kwame nsanka ne atwera hye nanim no ayade ye de ha adwene ye was so many radio stations as asikana under NDC 20 million Ghana cedis wo mo chema radio stations ya wo mo ba bonten be ka se wo mo nsanye den anka se na no me betena afia aka se very very bad ye nhwehwem of which sika 20 million Ghana cedis no under investigation Yoko because a man for the petition call say the Ghana and Centrofo dini at the 20 million under John Dramani Mahama administration. Make us say yeah. Until next time you can cost what 20 million Ghana to me for because you do be dini na then. And that Centrofo binum call. It did not want the fairly forms on the evidence, you know. Ewo ha ye betima ye den ageda say nipa somasi ye deport no kwame in the first place particulars no provide ye ansana ye man visa akosen centroni no omoma ye hu sa particulars no mo ben fa ne say ya ka ne sa akeke say ese di OKFM dini wo mreko a OKFM dini mo ben ka ne say ya ka ne say UTV or the UTV dini ne koy wo mreko a ye hu particulars no me no ka say as a matter of urgency no it's a say National Sports Authority eba clear matter no na matter no dey ba to before the public no as I said public ma ye hu say indeed nkrofo impersonate ya na samanfo impersonate ya dia ene criminal liability bi aye den abam say the Kwame Dini aye bibi when ya dia me no me if at the end of the day particulars o mo provide here ewo the Australian embassy akire say obi nyen centurani e no de UTV dini koye or the Peace FM dini koye ene ayi a menka say under MPP ntino me defend it and Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo and na crazy person ka kire say corruption issues ye so under NDC nyina na do mama ya way and na asama crazy aka na ofia no Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ni tumi no e state institutions no department mu ne santi as a president na assembly aba and a president to one among near the canon say what DVL once a meboa efa omo first aid box on one sem ne enya presidency no omo ye ho aduma ba Nanado te ye no quickly otu one among e suspend ye what towing levy one sema na eba ndisi ne pass mrase ka ye nto nkrofo ka anyi sika ni free Nanado te ye na no enya presidency no omo ye ho asem na mo Nanado te ye no watu one among this particular matter Nanado ate and minim say the abrebia asemba o magana fo hu no enkonko ye se na no oso wadi $4 million near the afru prenko ye wi ne yasena promote nipa no aka ho say omra president meboa no ntire ne o maka no mmokro no enye sa amamuo no bi ne ye ba be ye den ye ba bebuo me ametie me Nanado di passe asemna efa sa 50 journalists hu nyina no from Monday going Ghana for be hu the way forward and e baba daddy say obi misrepresent here ana obi impersonate here e you so me amemeti here dini e de koye wo mreko a eni kwanse koye sa now obi betima ko braja omo koye bia nyom nyina na ba nyom nyina na ko as a journalist ena nyom nyina na ko as a footballer ana meboa na no wo betimi akọ ana se betimi di obi akọ and this is not the first time say ye ko Brazil ye koi ye nya baba jama ma na beka say eye NDC fo nko an na beko e kire se Brazil wa ye ko nya footballers nko an na ekọ nipa kuakuo ena omodo omokoye ekoko wi a kire samba se enipa 50 kura akoko dwane ya omama ani ye hwehwe omo Brazil ho a 4 million eye den ekoka mu yakwa South Africa nya footballers nko an na ye den ekoye NDC ya basi omo ye so over nipa 2000 from akuasena danso na ekasa as then sports minister ebra ye question no se mo de NDC fo nyina akwakogu South Africa oti nipa 2000 pen koye eye NDC fo 2000 akọ South Africa yenya minister manabegi atum ene nipa 50 akọ South Africa se nipa 50 no wo mo yusu omo a genuine particulars ene koye a me ametia me ni problem and me did yes so say so no ko mo yusu genuine particulars ya wo kwa me no mo ni problem na meboa but to impersonate obi aduma to say UTV me ya aduma ho na me ya aduma ho yenye san hwehwemu to say that's the only issue a ese Ghana fo hu say aye nokore say ye di institutions bi dini and feel omo form de je visa ekoya na now oya report na ba ya aye nkrofo bi na che ba bi say omo yusu nsentrofo dini ena kwe one omo se ne ntia do omo ba ya omo susu say they suspect Say omunye nsentwerefo ene say ne di kan. No omuye nhwehwemu no recordings bia nkita omo e kire say
recorders
bia ni wa e kire say omuye nsentwerefo
really
what you say
they even write their names
report na buy nowhere
one can
so we journalist now uko report to there so the reporter corner and the recording machine bi na dey call
ana de me no ka say uko ko duru mi kro ma bro nyansa ntire ne wo christenim ti u baba trana ne no se recording unim say yetie sunwa na how many journalists for na record ba da bi am report wasem ana Chris say na bro nya say asem bi wa ye de ani na report ne yaso ye de ani yaso nti on pesa mo kire say without a recording you cannot do your work as a journalist me no kasa kromai mama yan kase obi nya aduma wo UTV a nipa no entimi mfre no ho gire the only ayi ameti amadi kana ka kiro ne say wonya aduma wo UTV na so ye aduma ho na mom kroma wonim say you freelance journalist for ho no
so you freelance at the end of your freelance
chase wo ntete wo ho ntete
na apart from akade be na awade aduma no
akade ne say okoba ni okohu obetima twerema kwa me wanya biaka
that is valid to be
that's some professional because so say abronye can say
you record them recorder na yima me hwesisi
obi am set so
some ka say so record me nti say wa fine
yeah recording na kira but
when
hati abroti when check say
this year prince wa sisi only recording
the prince doesn't have to he doesn't need
to
go around to
produce enti ni America na say nsentwerefo no
and to say be nhwehwemu de yetimi mo bia din say obi na
sa ana babia no report na ba babia no mo ka say bi kura na Chris aba betena ha oni ne njo say MPP serial callers MPP na no nipa 2000 omo de omo koye ebi fa ne nsam ne koye
it's a pity
at the cost of Oman Ghana omo ko Brazil womo fa ni nsam ene koya baba jama ka se NDC fo nko na eko enti na no bone omudi ye no omfi ya sa bone ni bi na eko
so blame game we say
anya blame game
I said 2009 Australia for ya actually South Africa Ghana team was sabi deaf and dumb for no be asabi oyemum na one santi asem officially na Nipa they were expecting about Nipa actually only 37 the koya but now official letter they say here Nipa 25 from 37 the koya na team ni could do Australia no obi a we deaf and na abojama on the field of play football park no so na obi be could say watch no say kofo we
so
mukasa they disqualify munti Saudi we your first time nim but the point is that may come you show next example said Saudi ni see no if it was thoroughly investigated I'm saying Nenkinu baby a dream. Okay, but because it was not investigated, fan said normal thing. Now me change a news report to be people were justifying by saying okay, many more a day and Tinkophobic cry a survey be said, and 75% of our total population adult you know, one money from it my age man. Obienya obetu kwa say many more a day. Well accepted. But the point is Kwabes no say a fire koni.
You see Kwame
because ene say bibi e koso Australia na me e be a journalist we say me kodia I can imagine a number of interrogation here made performance for them to make sure say because they say number one Australian embassy for no more they have themselves to be blamed say they were deceived into believing saying of a journalist it didn't happen here it happened at the point of entry
yeah
and Kwame ye ma visa na kura na wo hwe de wusu na
eya to say the fact say the visa ma that
man nkyere say enti bibi timi si a on betima cancel aye the adiamount that is why I make say particulars ben na sa ankrofo ne provide here one the sports authority or the ministry of sports was ankrofo no particulars no and then the embassy me no ka say the issue about issue UTV didn't na de call bia the embassy can provide that with those information
let us don't pretend as if we don't know what executive powers can do in this country. Let's don't pretend. Who are me
nya ba me wo party mo
the party na wa ba mo
me the party na wa ba mo ye nyina party aba ba mo aban ba say yes soja ban eye kabi mami kabi aban we all know what the seat of government can do, the kind of influence they have. As something in Annie say,
to influence.
Oh, please.
Or influence.
As far as the sector minister is concerned, master, these people will go through. But you see, idea made the ones wow, how can a journalist come say, apart from gadgets, I won't be no, and mean throwing ding
and can't report to them. No,
Chris,
please report to find their own reading today.
What's in it?
Kwame. Now, okay, how make a found allegation, pedestrian propaganda 1 year for just for equalization. No, it couldn't fly because the fact of the matter is, the over 40 people to Australia are MPP Sierra College. Whether it's in the report or not, I am telling him, say, that's Mr. At the ground in Anamikatro. Tell we are Sierra College.
Okay, your time no.
Anything I do who say they are not proper journalists.
Next topics.
Me come and as some we know. A serious matter, Krampo.
We are done with
about your profession.
And the point is that
it's international
investigation.
And then they would take investigation. Today they will believe evidence. When you have made unfounded allegations in this country to lie your way with unfounded allegations to power, and then they believe investigation.
I mean, let's move.
When you were lying here, and then
president of the US Ghana military fact. Ghana US military act. You know, we start from what's so bad about it, and number two, President Dimina when he was speaking about it to Ghanaians on television and.
Kwame, Ghana US military deal, no. Me starting from President Dimina. About.
I know we started from baby.
Oh please, everything about the deal is bad.
What makes it bad? Have you read the agreement?
I'm telling you, say everything about it is inimical.
What read the agreement?
And I'm saying, and I'll point out.
Yes or no?
I've read it, and I'll point out portions. I'm say inimical, but I have the right to choose. Maybe I must start up.
Who did say the American?
Matu was your Kwame. Who no moderating?
The American say, "Me say a boy a chef for ne say."
And then I baba one, and I'm saying
that here. Now we share muno. Ahane hana office M1 Ghana.
Good one there. Kwame good one there.
And Sanya.
Say ne ye kai nyina no. Maybe I be mu kai I feel say ohomwa enye any ABC no. President has come to respond. The number one gentleman of the country, no, Ababa responded. So I should tackle his response.
Na me say, boy for no say. It's
not about say Baboa.
Say, let's start from where
you, myself, and you cannot sit here and decide.
You've read it. You've read it.
Yes,
and you realize there are so many things wrong with it.
It's not about me reading or not reading. Yes, but what I'm saying is, say, me no men to mean to naha. And then Beka Baboa. Ghana for
you can't dream.
You can't dream. Anything no, Madua me baba kano. Me starting from President Dimina. And his response.
What go him?
Mami come him. Me woman him dada.
You're not helping my lesson.
Na me ni mo me want say. Deal ya e buy. Ghana for say look. Deal no emwaye. Ya duduo.
Deal no emwaye.
Yes. Ya can say look, President, Mr. President. A deal no say no. He has his communicators, his spokesperson, try to make so many attempts, several attempts to convince Ghanaians, and you're convincible. Afe, Omempenino Ankasesi wo Baba he's making an attempt to convince us. And this was a Baba Dani attack on his opponents. Sadano, President Dimina, President was so angry. As if citizens, people he asked us to be citizens, not spectators, didn't have the right to question about the agreement he was going to sign on our behalf. And he went further to question the patriotism of his opponents, his political opponents. And I was sad at that aspect. You see, I wanted to ignore it because it was a pedestrian propaganda from president. But a me who said I will not ignore it because it's important we address it. in a sense, President questioning the patriotism of his political opponents. Obia, what demonstrated the insensibility and betrayal.
I know your brother and I won't try to be canna in.
Oh, Kwame, and to that be a misro, and need you question. Minya Trini. And to me car. Now me the Trini Tara go for them. Yes, sometimes you are trying to distract me. With the greatest of respect. This thing you always see, you keep on asking it, please. When you decide you Casano, you super you'll be asking to be explained, please. With the greatest of respect.
No, I don't think I'm also helping my audience.
And I'm saying that I can't continue with this. You can't ask me to even explain Abede.
And your friend was a producer for us who you treating to me.
Yeah, that'll go that way. Yeah, I agree. I like it that way. And to me, to now I'm quite a teacher. But at the training college, you have to invest. And because I don't think I'm the first person to use any brofu word the ever program. So
if I don't,
so you may have your agenda or you may have your own mindset. I don't give a damn.
On behalf of my audience,
and I am telling you today that I plan that today I will tell you whatever agenda you are having. I'm looking your face to tell you.
You have been unfortunate. You are disappointing me.
That is you.
So cause I'm your agenda necessarily.
Yeah, because I have watched your program several times. People use English words and you don't ask anybody to explain.
If you think I have agenda,
I have ample time today that I will respond to. I knew when I use any word you will ask me to explain.
Stop pointing your fingers.
And I mean, you ask me to explain, but I'm prepared to respond to that today. I am saying that Omampania was so insensibility and betrayal. To ya what here so
and I science sensibility ni betrayal now you know.
And now what Baba patriotic.
And that's why you're not communicating.
Kwame, you don't tell me how to communicate. Whether I'm communicating or not.
I can tell us.
Yeah, agreed.
It's against the editorial policy of my station.
That. Can I continue? Can I continue?
You don't want to explain.
Mr. Makawe, can I continue?
You don't want to explain.
And I'm saying, can I continue?
Oh, the question was
Mr. We are moderate. You can tell me to stop talking. Fine. You don't tell me what to say when I come here.
I am not here to tell you what to say, but I have to correct you.
And I'm saying, my penny was so betrayal. What betray on mine?
What betray is saying?
Yes, what betray any say. Say yes, a deal no. Automatically, what turn your sovereignty. Yet to krum hano. Whoop a visa crown park America hebra obre. What meets delight to take the cry say ever more. Who why ye say two here and there. And the year who said deal where you look. Ya American contractors will even enter into this country with ID cards. How can an independent state, a sovereign state, have no right to know near America ni Eddie Backroom ha? And people think say any betrayal to our independence. When they are yes look, so Mampanika said they are nyachum. One day show betrayal and insensitivity. So we should rather be questioning his patriotism. And you never question the patriotism of any other of his political opponents. Because one, under the Fourth Republic, Imihu or Mampania was such a shambolic deal I was signed. President, Yababa swearing in President Kachre say, come on, may yes protectors, may ye ashefo. If you like, I don't know whether my tree is right. You always want to explain. Now yes citizens. Yeah, member pa. Am I right? Now we say yes citizens. Now we can sign deal. Now it's a deal. Yeah. We move. And then to my day. We say yes citizens. We shouldn't be spectators. Now you cassette as citizens, not spectators are. We say why must we talk? Your body language shows that you are angry because we have spoken. We criticize you. Every deal, every aspect about the deal is inimical. And why? Look, sometimes MPP communicators try to create that kind of anti-American between we and the American people because some of us are criticizing. Just to shift the goalposts, which is not the issue. So we are Mampani, not power. Look, power belongs to the citizens. And yeah, 2 million the mouse says so no. Yes, I dear no. It will not help us. You say no. Yeah, people are forcing to justify it. What is the justification about this deal? Uka. Then they bring another pedestrian propaganda say in 1998 and 2015. Start two deals and this particular deal. Any tracker. The two deals they talk about has nothing to do about the base. Now you see president is coming to break silence about the US deal. The US deal. Now I was thinking, what silence? President came. And what he said, we hear Krampo, they are serial callers, and some of their communicators, what they said was a little bit convincing what President has come to tell us. What wasn't at the end of then I would see, and there will be a military base. There will be one military base, and if there will not be military base. Was a draft on the ground was a agreement draft at the so-called draft what do call parliament and I mean say draft na call parliament for approval one call has the draft money one call head yi nanhwe sense shaya wo no mu di shaya wo execute no it bothers about a base or not.
Chris Mamusa Sambako Adiana was answering mu a enye emagana for
good one there na ye who say enye krap ni say kwame say ye te ha na wo kwaka say deal we kwaso a they have the right to bring all sorts of things to be it weapons ammunition or whatever no e bet ma ka hu ani na say look omu beso a we cannot question, we cannot ask, we cannot do anything to find out. Adia mudi be, was a mudi ba na no kwanse mudi ba. An independent state. And yes, look, he's selling the country so cheap. And it's unacceptable that we must all rise up as citizens and fight it and tell Mr. President no. And then why? Nobody against that. There should be nobody is fighting against the relationship between America and Ghana. That is not what we are saying.
The last time Ghana
that kind of impression
Ghana and US signed agreements and similar agreements was 2015.
Which is similar, not same.
Oh, agreement. I'm saying agreement. I'm talking about.
You say similar. Use the word similar.
Similar as in agreement.
Yeah, what are you good in taking people on with their words?
Similar as in agreement. I use the word agreement. Agreement. 2015.
Good one there.
2015 there no. Day na womu a e ma Ghana for nya mfaso.
Good. 2015 there and 2018 ni twaka. 2015 no Americans ni kwanso omu di bibia baba Ghana ha bra Ghana. Man need to me say be hwehwe mu.
I don't know what 2015.
They can't even under Vienna Convention crap no. You can't move that way without any diplomatic but when they say no mu say bibia timi ba look, enter ye to the sense war agreement we no. Try yourself to the sense that Americans will be entering Ghana with ID cards. I'm telling you,
ordinary Americans are now military.
And I may say that military or their contractors will enter this country with ID card. Even if it's their military, the states will have the right to question. The 2015 and 98, the American soldier cannot enter Ghana with anything. Without us questioning them. What is this? What is that? Anything I say, any tracker. But this particular deal, no, we cannot ask of anything. To the extent that they have access to our media, especially the state media, free. I am telling you this. Go into the agreement and check. One Trump said in 2015 and 1998, if they have those access, it is an attempt to sell our sovereignty in such a cheap manner. So disgusting. And yes, Mr. President, yes, you power chow, continue to perform. Yes, yes, when you talk cool, and you did the attempt. And yes, obedience is so you. It is our right. We are fighting for our sovereignty. Yakasha president say ni tikwa pai adanti na yaka ne wolf Is it not ironic?
What do you want to see no?
Maybe man is no. Me person President Akufo-Addo. Any na buy. I'm a very good friend Bronya Nko who say Sadil we no. So mo say yen jai ka wo. Yen jai ka ye be ka wa sam sa computer 2020 ye be tu mo ama NDC aba cancel deal no. That is what I want President Akufo-Addo to know. So what nim now what per se.
Now onya also kind of contract here exit plan na we to say.
Me say exit plan no. Say a year before 2022. After 2020, which I know say a bubble 2020 no. Yeah ba.
Got 2015 the next plan here 3 months.
And I mean say we mu die no. Eburu 22 yeah ba.
Say we mu die no.
And I mean say eburu after 2020 na be free. And I yes ya person mo say President Akufo-Addo. So criticism na one pay. Ah ya criticizing and bo food den no. So one person there misre no. Menim so mo aye adwuma bi awie last execution aka. He should stop it there. So when now executive we are and we will continue to criticize him until NDC government come to power 2021 and we cancel it. President Akufo-Addo, what we expect from you ni say the one district, the one dam I also obey no. And no want some expert say Yanu Bakasi say it's not about selling the sovereignty of this country.
Okay, me that say.
So President Akufo-Addo one poll. The one district and the one dam no. What be ye? I'm telling him today, and you go and tell him say, one district, one dam no.
No, one district, one dam. One district, one factory.
Yeah, one district, one factory. Call for a correction. Me say one district, one factory no. Who can catch the president? One poll. What be ye? And you say you can't answer me. Mr. President Akufo-Addo poll, one district, one dam. What be ye?
Okay, yeah.
Before 2020, he will do it.
Martin.
What be ye? Abronya mupo, one district, one factory.
Okay. From Shako, Cape Coast, okay, please, good morning. I commend President Akufo-Addo for clarifying issues on the Ghana-US agreement, and all the reckless talks from the opposition will be put to sleep. In fact, Honorable Kudjo Ablakwa and his daughter NDC would continue to be disappointed. We thank God for his transparency and the goodness of his government. Free SHS is still moving on regards to Central Regional Minister. Come on. Okay. I say, my message is I don't want to read it because Nkoye. I say, please, Nana Addo has promised Ghanaians of good governance, and indeed, that's what we are witnessing today. Please tell the NEC guy to face the fact that his buga propaganda will not fly, because we are all watching, and I don't think the way he's going about stuff is. Good morning, Eke. Please kindly let the NDC man know that everything that they should be doing in this country shouldn't be smacked with politics. That this is what I call a bilateral relation between Ghana and the US. It's been there for quite some time, and Ghana is always the beneficiary of that agreement. And I think this one we signed would also make Ghana benefit. So why are they making so much noise about it? Kwame, being a president doesn't mean you don't have the blood run through your vein. And every little action, there is equal or vehement reaction. That's a Newton's third law of motion anyway. I think the president dealt decisively with the naysayers spearheaded by opposition, had exhibited their poster over the US-Ghana military cooperation. Anyway. Kofi J says, Kwame, I honestly did not like the posture of the president. He's the father of the nation, and he should have taken his time to explain to some of us who do not know jack about the contractual agreement between Ghana and the US, not to come and lord it over us. Kwame voted for Nana Akufo-Addo because of his humility, but he surprised me last 48 hours ago, because the way he went about issues, na anya crap. Yagos from his home say Ghanaians can talk pow. Hey, so what were they expecting the president? Were they expecting him to laugh when addressing the nation on this military-based issue upon all the accusations Ghanaians are putting on his head? Hey, Ghanaians, mokasa dodo. Okay, I'll take care of the rest later. Kwame, quickly, young corner. Your time no yaso.
Oh, sir.
And that's the documents by own.
And that time I was just going to the markers on this particular.
So no problem.
Yeah, let me.
So one outcome was a drove you
auntie, make come on him. Chris Yatna Fia said, Nanando Danko Akofuado, Brofono Kanya was a conchiremono. Insensibility. Broninka say insensibility. Insensibility, say lack of awareness and our concern, Mebwa. Broninka Sasana.
Come on, can I cast over Chimuchu? And I made
him say, Adiabia, ya, Nipanya then. Enim ho hwe anatima mufo nye den ya motima mufo amane
ya nwetima mufo ho
sa me no kasai ene ne insensibility no ye ya ade a ye nwene tema mufo ho pache o agreement ya ye ka ho asemu yi omo de akomra se bedwoma na omo mfa nkoe
eko
ehomra se bedwom and Oman Ghana
just quick one what went to parliament was not an agreement
please and
I'll tell you why it wasn't an agreement. Please. You always quote constitution.
I'll give you some time to react on that, please.
But I'm debating because I'm pesa manfu. Me mura why you know me nyebi.
Oh, Debbie.
Oh,
Kwame, no.
Please don't go there.
Kwame.
Me say me nyebi. Me can't say no. Me say me nyebi.
Go there.
No, you
have to reckless.
Tell me more anything.
Debbie.
No, you are just reckless by using that word.
Don't be reckless.
And I yes program you see.
Me can't say no.
Yes program.
Tell him don't
Kwame do that say. Wasi ye kasa
once all kasa
down to intiti
pacho once all kasa no
manuflo
but Mr. T o me buy first one kasa me ye do say me kasa oba
manuflo
what you say e do say wo bam tie someone ne west e o use ma me no kasa agreement na wo say Ghana fo nim ho hwe in the first place. Number 1, sa agreement na watena ha I use the word insensibility no e kire se Ghana fo nim ho hwe no e komra se bedwam
it's insensitivity.
Oh, Kwame, please.
Okay.
I want to ukasa bi
Kwame
Mate.
Kwame.
Otie,
it's okay.
I want to assure you I won't come in.
Matthias here.
Otie. Sa agreement na ye kan Oman Ghana 275 constituencies ni nyina. So bia rep wo mra se bedwam. Meboa wo mo na represent constituency bia nti agreement na kɔ ne sɛ o mo nhwem no e kyerɛ sɛ Ghana fo nya awe o ma ya awe. Number 2, agreement na wɔtena fia ka sɛ wo mo nyama o mo di ba nyina o man Ghana ani hu tumi sɛ o ba ye nhwehwemu no ɛno so anya nokore ukofa article 5 of the agreement na tie. From time to time, representative of the executive agent shall conduct joint inspection of agri facilities and areas.
Why any executive agent no?
Executive agents no, US Department of Defense and Government of Ghana rep in this regard the Ministry of Defense. One by joint inspection, one more operations no one by ni areas ya located so montana no. Mpacha no kyerɛ sɛ Oman Ghana and omoniama omode ba yenim say bia wo. Nti eno so asɛm a ɔka ye no per the agreement ne ne ɔte he ka no. That is why obi say so waka agreement no. Nti sa asɛm no so ye ntoro. Ne ato so biem. Sovereign right. You see, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo aton Oman no yen sovereign right ne di ama US for. Kwame. So kind offer the Black Law Dictionary, the 10th edition. Black Law Dictionary, 10th edition now. You can say sovereign right here. Or define wahanom say obiya nyele anti-sovereign right here say. Or say a unique right possessed by a state or its agencies that enable it to carry out its official functions for the public benefit. And the agreement we na otena fia say yen sovereign right. Ye the ama US for no. Me no kasa sisi Oman Ghana na na do on perform the functions as a president yana. Mrase bedwa em perform the functions as parliament yana. The judiciary enyo madwuma say judiciary yana. It is sovereign right na waka na enene man here. Say sovereign right dia womo esika omo de ba si adan wa ha na omo tena mu for that period ni training na omo be ye no hey Say yato man dia Kwame ba ne sign agreement ni mu no. Over Article 6. Property ownership. I say all existing building non-relocatable structures and assemblies affixed to the land in agreed facilities and areas, including ones altered or improved by United States forces, remain the property of Ghana. Omaya, what in a fear? I catch Timamufo say. Yato man ni monyam jama America for no agreement with you or say all existing buildings non-relocatable structures and assembly face to the land in agreed facilities and areas, including ones altered or improved by United States forces, remain the property of Ghana. Building contracted by the United States forces shall become the property of Ghana once constructed. Mpacho, nti na oman Ghana yaton ye ni munyam ama America for no tena ha kan ye no agreement ni nie. Nti fan na ewo say adana ombesie no ewo ha tena mo aye training no, that building remain the property of United States. And fan na ewo yes, omusika omudi besi adan no after the training no wo kwa ye Ghana japade na dia mo se yaton ama America for eye dey agreement ni mu say eye oman na japade ma di kana chiro yes sovereign right here. Sovereign right ni say oman no eye unique yi a wo possess now perform functions amatemamufo nya so mfaso enti yaton ye sovereign right there. Na chese na nado omnya na dwuma se Ghana ni ana me no ka se ministers nya omadwuma chief executive nya omadwuma nti sovereign right na okan na ha no so no e ho so wa faili Kwame the importance of the agreement here ye ka ho asem na me ba be kan ne dikan ne nti a NDC fo emfo agreement ne so no say omunya ku ombaye oh yeah womunya ku a omubaye because omabo pose omubeye ku atu nanado aban because nanado aye ready say sika Ghana fo sika e wo ase kom de so oman no andi sinkrofo bi afa na nanado aye ready say
epo no mbo ne he
epo nya no na nya po no mbo de so mo deputy general secretary
na say deputy general secretary ka statement no party ni ba abonje so watwe ne ho
party wo twe no fro mo condemn ye omo say
general secretary na sam no kan
ya kra brofo omo so omo de ya twe ye ho
ya twe ye ho party wo kan ya ono ana de na dwan aka na say
party omo twe omo ho no omo na ko bo chenku wo ho no nti nya danko daada do enye krokro de jon enye anoma pataku a omo space ya kan kire na ntwibini enye omo party ya twe ye ho no mo kwa boa mo ho se nkra ne anya na akrantifunu wi aboa mo ho ye nko. Enti the cool plan. Now cool no mba ya o mabop say. Ya nya cool onto na nado dia. Ya nkrofo no nyina bedam and NDC be ebegu because Ghana for ba be hu ohwe prosecution na ebe koso ni sika o madini nyafu. Na nde binuma ya o mo ho say communicators o mu differently suspected criminals. Enti se military no ba ne so mbe training Ghana for soldier for na. The purported coup plan I shall bottom. I shall jinti mo a wode te hanom no. Unya kwane enye sa ku mu. Awodie a moya se mo bedie because yanto na nado de a yankrofo no kwa party no wa hebiem. Ye nya kwane ma medi Ghana for sika biem. Na yesi ye di ne say agreement we kwaso na omu training Ghana for soldier for no say wo ma ma ben ye fa ha ombe fa ha enti ye nti ase now ye baba invest the US government baba invest $20 million one military for no Ghana Armed Forces crab abonte say ya nkasa kura ye equipment scanning wo mobile mo discan nyina mo chafa. And it's $20 million, no, and near my here, you never buy soldier for no, $20 million in a beboa. And Osha US Embassy Kratom de Babontin dated 20th March 2018 Statement on Status of Forces Agreement. In response to the story released by Joy News on 20th March, the United States Embassy wishes to underscore that the United States has not requested nor does it plan to establish a military base or bases in Ghana. The current Status of Forces Agreement between the United States of America and the Republic of Ghana is approximately 20 years old. Just dated back in 1998. 20th March 2018. So agreement na ye training a soldier for no. E wo ho saa be 20 years nie. Na ne na ntabo fo bi no ma sori. Enipa mu ntabo nso ye de do ma pa enye yie. Na amanfo penua abo dance wo. Nso na nkrofo na ma. Omo ye ntabo. Because onye ntabo dia the same agreement dated back 1998 you know yanton ye sovereign right. The same agreement na omo ba ha ebe training nkrofo no wan ka say military base. Because kwame ye misa say nkrofo ba ha na omo de omo niam nyina ba be training nkrofo he no mbeda. Nti ba bi ombeda for that period na omo say military base. Military base ya ka say military base ya directly owned by the state. Directly owned by the state. And to say US for any military base what they are not just your modia agreement na me kan kire wo no wo mo se ba bi o mbetena no so mo aba besi wo mo dan na o mo tena mo eduru so mba ba kwa ye Ghana dia enti eno ye directly owned by the US.
Your time na so but in 1 minute.
Now in 1 minute no oje agreement ba ko na wo mo san pedi force would say na do dam kwa akofo ado agreement no ebi nsi da because yakwa ko san agreement say womo niam omo de baba nyina akora na omo ntua eto na ebi nsi da ewo Ghana ha eno nso
we agreement ben
we a memorandum of understanding signed by Larry Bevrolate, National Security Coordinator, dated
source
where or signed 2012
source. It's not
memorandum of understanding was a source. Are you publishing OK FM online, Peace FM online? This is signed and published, and not all the media have all the papers, both electronic and print.
Andra.
I publish here. We roll out what you about Bontia because I know on the sign.
Ladies, what did I do?
What is it? What you about Bontin? What you mean, Macan? Because on the sign, what part time said we roll out and Tikroma been as a lawyer. Nakrata we about Bontin, no to me, Macan. 3 days ago, memorandum of understanding signed by Bevrolate and the U.S. ambassador to Ghana.
At that time, Bevrolate as what?
National Security Coordinator. National Security Coordinator. 2012. And a U.S. ambassador to Ghana, your friend Donald G. Totiban. Or say, almost say, Nanado say, near more de banning in a moment to Yasa, Nabinsi da, and this for Nano Asema Monka will be so tia coming. Now, agreement na, one signed 2012. Tie. Government of Ghana intends to exempt all equipment, materials, and articles that may be imported for use in implementing the program of all custom duties.
Maybe.
Of all custom duties.
Underline there, maybe.
And taxes concerning their entry into Ghana in accordance with current national legislation within the framework of non-reimbursable international technical cooperation. To grant tax reimbursement with respect to the payment of taxes on local purchases charged to the resources or funds provided by the United States government. Obi tena fia se adentina womo niam omo de baba omo ntua duty niam omo ntua ne se o kan the Vienna Convention na Ghana for omo ko even UN asoja for na omo ko no womo niam omo de ko they don't pay duty so omo kokoduru ha Sasona.
Woman
free wife ba.
Was diplomatic.
Woman free wife ba. The Vienna Convention ye treaty na ye kan ho asem no. 1969. A o sign ye no. O kan Article 12 na e can say a treaty must be a signature ya signed by the two states. And a friendly treaty. And for that matter, no, immunity aye den and based on that, and a momo sign na no na mo so ye di and this unim ne on pesa o mama na do administration agidin borning. Na nyame pesa ntina mo ye minority na mba ye minority saa akopin se Yesu beba. Ni antia mama si wo onim ni antia. Na no otie and this for this international law no so. Say international law na ye Vienna Convention ni say immunity ni say ya sign agreement no mo niam e beba no ma ya ngi duty mo penso mo di so na do ba ya mo say ma na do di ani sa amra no so no nyimfra no nkonya asem. The mentality no a criminal intent wom a omo nya psychiatric examination.
You allow you to say that.
Also nanado ye pedestrian na yi. The criminal intent. I be say ye nya balu hu adwen no. Ye hu adwen mu a ni ya won say bad intention bi wom then we clear it from their head, big heads.
Oh they theater because
what just here? Until now mo say we are seeing Amra, yeah, and this day, yeah, this. Nanado, dear Baya, the same we are seeing in Amrano. What's in Nanado? And committee error on that we are seeing in Amra, and Kasan to me, Mumai, Moy and Crow Chroma. Namon Crow politics, you know, and yeah, under Nanado Penam de Baba. Now, Mumisa say, Article 75 of the 1992 Constitution. Actually, say, so we sign international agreement here. As I say, come ra se bedwam. Akwa oti ya se na do nya rule of law. Madam Fuyi,
let you read that article.
Madam Fuyi me read that article.
Let you read that article. It must be executed.
By
executive default.
Yeah. Mama kan onye din mama.
And am say kai.
Article 75. So what say men can do problem.
Who dey kai?
Unti say problem.
Expose yourself. Who dey kai? Expose you.
Now, tie, me kana kire na ma kire no mu yie. Article 75. Kire say, oman Ghana etra nsuo, eno oman foforo so kokko sign krata. It must be ratified by parliament. Mebwa. Na no mo tra nsuo ekọ sign ye. Adentra nkomra se bedwom. Kire say the 1992 constitution mo ba. Mo de to just mu. Now, article 75/2. Tio, or say a treaty, agreement, or convention executed. Tio,
let him.
na me wi amatire no mu ba bi ode ko no ai wo fam me wi amasa tire no executed by or under authority of the president shall be subject to
parliament
ratification by an act of parliament. Me no ka say onim so man Ghana ha se mra ne kire sha enye twice imperative
a show
and do say mentna say and sign agreement no wo Jubilee House what say mo ko sign $300,000 ya yante ho asem get more two no
which is unfounded.
Now $300 one to one man can we say $300.
Why did not dodge law? I don't know. Actually, ni ade akomra se bedwam to ratify but do say akomra se bedwam
mani and dynamic feel purpose our create
sir you to be failure time aso
oh no that article 75 is misleading. If you don't let me react, it is misleading. Article 75 no listen, you are misleading people.
Ratification it must be executed.
What was sent to parliament was it executed? Was it executed? The executive hasn't done anything about it, so you can't send to parliament for it to ratify.
The signature of the president is appended.
You see, was it? I'm telling you that is not true.
Parliament must ratify before the signature of the president.
Because executive hasn't executed.
After the
if executive has not executed something, how do we send it to parliament for
question on answer?
How do you send it to Parliament for registration? That is what we are saying. That why you did was just propaganda. It was window dressing.
And your Parliament in
but you executed
Parliament. Woman party and
that is what you executed before.
You don't know.
Nothing was done about it. Even though information minister
cease fire.
What are you talking about? You didn't execute it.
I'm for Ahana, your member, DSC. Yeti Dugan Bellamy. Nenka Okasa Emma opposition NDC.
You didn't execute.
Kwame Abonye Bafu Okasa Emma the ruling NPP. Was said Natural Swaba said vice chairman I was Brown for region. I will say there will be asked command you to me anyway. Sani it will be asked production team with Damas Yamislam. Yamibwa, the Bessa Asia, into the Damas, Damian Cameron.